All right. Well, you guys, welcome to our May opportunity event. We do this the second Thursday of every single month. The point of this event is to hear other people's stories. Stories are where this business, where these products have continued to flourish. When you hear somebody, for me specifically, when I was hearing that my friends were losing weight, when I was hearing that they were having energy, sleeping well, and having better digestion, that resonated with me because those are things that were hard for me. Those are things that I struggled with. And so the point of tonight is for us to hear these stories because something I struggled with when I first was hearing about Plexus was how in the world does one product line help with so many different health situations, so many different health issues. And after I learned that the products really truly are focused on our key pillars of our health, with gut health, inflammation, glucose regulating, and nutrient absorption. When I understood that that is the primary purpose of the products, it started to make sense. Because if you know anything about gut health, which I didn't until I started Plexus, if you know anything about gut health, you know that your gut health is deeply connected to your mood. So anxiety, depression, it's deeply connected to your serotonin levels, to your immune system. And so it makes sense if you're focusing on that, that you're going to see a bunch of different beautiful results come from that. So tonight we get to hear from Lauren and Julie and Courtney. It's going to be about 30 minutes max, and we'll wrap it up at 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for being on, and I'm so sorry I didn't even look at the schedule. Who is first in line? Is that Courtney, right? Is it Courtney? Courtney? Wait, I think you're muted, Courtney.
She's having some trouble unmuting. Do you want me to go first?
Yes, yes. Go ahead, Lauren. Thank you, guys.
All right. So, hi, my name is Lauren. I am a physical therapist and I live in Middle Tennessee. And I have been on Plexus since about August. And if you see me like looking around, my husband has somebody over helping. So it makes it a little bit more nerve-wracking, but that's okay. So I kind of wanted to start and give everybody a little bit of a background. Back in March of last year, my city I live in Cookeville, Tennessee. It was hit with a Category 4 tornado. And that tornado just happened to choose my street to completely go down and destroy. And that meant that my husband and I were buried in our house with our dogs. We had less than a minute. We lost 9 neighbors, including our next door neighbor who lost their 4-year-old. It was crazy devastating. We went through, we literally lost everything we owned. So we went through a big period of just depression, PTSD. We both had flashbacks. It was just a really hard time. So that's my background, and I don't mean to start off so negative, but you'll kind of see where all that comes into play. I have been approached by multiple people from my sorority, from college, from all throughout of my life for MLMs or mid-level marketing groups, just, reaching out to me to share with them. And in the past, I have not always been so receptive. It felt like they were just trying to sell me something or just trying to push their product on me. Well, here comes Kylie, and Kylie is a good friend of mine from grad school. We are both the president of our physical therapy grad schools, and we linked up that way. Well, after the tornado, I had shared a little bit about online. I'm pretty open with everything I'm going through about my depression and everything I was struggling with, PTSD. Well, Kylie messaged me, and all she said was, "Hey girl, how are you?" And I immediately was like, "Hey, I see you posting about Plexus. I'm not interested." And she was like, "Whoa, back it up, because that's not why I'm reaching out to you. I really want to just know about how you're doing." Sorry, I get distracted. So we started connecting again, and that was wonderful. And fast forward a few months, I was having significant trouble sleeping. We were having mental health issues, my husband and I, because of everything that we were going through, even with counseling and antidepressants and everything. I actually reached back out to Kylie and told her like, hey, I think it's time we talk about plexus a little bit more. Tell me what's going on. So she was able to share that with me, even after I was totally resistant to it for a long time. And I started for a couple different reasons, initially for the mental health and of course for weight loss. And so she helped us pick our products and we talked a lot about it. And of course I made my husband join with me because I needed an accountability partner. I'm one of those people who I'm 100% go, go, go at first. And it lasts like 2 months and it fizzles out. So I knew that like, if I had him on board, he's my rock and he's going to keep me going. So that accountability. Oh, yep, here he is. This is Corey. He just got off his nursing shift. So thanks, babe. So I signed him up for the basic gut health and we started basic with him. We just did the triplex, which is the ProBio 5, the magnesium with the bio cleanse and the pink drink. And then I got the shakes and well, you know, I didn't get the shakes. I got, you know what I mean? And the MetaBurn. Oh my gosh. And in 3 months, well, let me get there. The first month I messaged Kylie. I was like, hey, so I've been struggling with infertility for like, at that point, it had been about 2.5 years. Do you think this can help get us pregnant? And she was like, whoa, slow your roll. It's been 1 month. I had when I first started seeing changes, I really saw it in my face and neck. And my husband's the one who pointed it out to me. I remember distinctly, we were on the couch watching a movie and he like looked at me and he was like, your face and neck look really good. You just look less swollen in general. And I was like, oh, this is great. I wish that was like my tummy, but that's okay. It's a start. So 3 months in, I had lost about 10 pounds and it was great. I had more energy to kind of get back into running, which for me, I'm an asthmatic. It means run 30 seconds, walk 2 minutes. Like fitness is not my thing, even though I was very fit back in high school. Weren't we all? Anyway, so I was really excited. I had lost 10 pounds. And then I posted on one of the forums, I was kind of taking a poll because my husband and I are both in the medical field. Hey, has anybody noticed, like if you're taking it, your family is not, and then you all got COVID? And I took a poll and they were all like, yeah, you know, my husband doesn't take it and I took it. And when we got it, I recovered quicker and it wasn't as severe. Well, 2 weeks later, guess who gets COVID? So I got COVID. And because I really believe that I was taking these products, I had my gut health in order. I really had a very mild case where I just basically was tired for 2 weeks, but I used my active drink and Kylie helped me tweak things to kind of satisfy where I was in life at that point. So I fell off the bandwagon a little bit with my pink drink, but I was really consistent with all my vitamins and all the supplements I was taking. So we're about 3 months in now, 2 months after being super consistent with everything, y'all. For those of you who know me, know that I struggle with infertility. Corey and I were unable to start a family for 3 years. I had endometriosis and a laparoscopic surgery. I had procedures where, this might be TMI, I'm sorry, where they literally like take your cervix and they do all these tests with your tubes to make sure they're clear. I had blood work done. I don't have a thyroid, so I thought that might be it. I have all these things and everything was clear. So I was diagnosed with unexplained infertility. Well, let me just tell you, in January, we moved back into our house and I got pregnant. Y'all, like it, I still can't even believe it. I'm 15 weeks pregnant now. I still take all my Plexus. My OB cleared everything that I'm taking. And Kylie and I, we switched up my regimen again. And I ordered some different vitamins so that would substitute for my prenatal. Plexus has helped me with the constipation. It's helped me with energy levels. If I did not take my active drink, I would definitely be napping every single day because I ran out this month. So I did not have my active drink. So guess who took a 2-hour nap before this? So I really love that natural energy and the B vitamins I get from that. So last thing to kind of wrap it all up, I just want to tell you that this is just it. There's so much more to gut health than we think. I mean, it addresses so much. It just prepares It prepared my body. It helped me get healthy. It helped me crave things less, even during pregnancy. I mean, I don't crave sweet things. I think we had cake, a thing of cake sitting on the counter for like a week, and I just didn't even want it. And some say that's because I'm having a boy, but whatever. So I did not get into this for the business, and I'm tracking, so I'm going to wrap this up right now. But once I got pregnant, y'all, I could not shut up. I couldn't stop sharing. I couldn't stop telling people, hey, what are you doing? Well, I'm getting my plexus order ready. And I just wanted to share with everybody, because if it can help me this much with this many things in my life, I mean, why would I not share that with everybody? So for me, this is not like a business. This is not, all of that is bonus. For me, this is like trying to share my life and the benefits that I've gotten with as many people as possible. So I just really wanted to share that with y'all. It's really scary at first, but putting yourself out there and sacrificing your own self and being humble. I pray about everybody I reach out to, and I really just ask for God to show me, like, hey, who do you think could benefit from this? Help me reach out to them. Help me be that next step. So I know that took longer than I was supposed to be, but I'm done.
Okay, sorry. Courtney, are you good? Let me see if I can unmute you. Can you see that? It says ask to unmute. Oh, shoot. Okay, sorry. Try it one more time.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you. I'm sorry I wasn't able to get on earlier. My phone was acting up because we're in an Airbnb because we recently moved to Tennessee from Idaho, and we are flipping homes down here. That's our main source of income. My husband's a general contractor. So anyway, hi, you guys. My name is Courtney. I am married. I have two beautiful kiddos. Their names are Grayson and Violet. Like I mentioned before, my husband's a general contractor, and we recently just transplanted from North Idaho to East Tennessee in the Knoxville area. We bought a house built in 1928, and we are renovating it and flipping it into a super beautiful Airbnb. And the goal is to just keep going and get into our dream home on some dream property and just enjoy beautiful Tennessee. So a little bit about me, some background before I started Plexus was I lived a very holistic lifestyle. My mom has had cancer a couple times, and I was introduced to lots of holistic type of ways of living. And so I very much so got on board with that. We were eating very clean, eating tons of organic food, drinking all the right water, cleaning with all the best non-toxic products, going to the chiropractor all the time, all the things that you would do, right? Eating, even taking the whole food supplements, all the vitamins, but yeah, I was still feeling tired all the time. I was still bloated. I was still grumpy every day. I would wake up with migraines that were so killer that I would literally yell and scream at my kids all day. I'd have to close the blinds in my house and lay down on my bed for hours and turn a show on for my kids. Because I couldn't even think. My head hurt so bad. I was grumpy all the time, you guys. I was also bloated. I had so much inflammation, and I'm sure it was caused from stress and other things, but I was like, I'm all done feeling like this. And why am I still feeling like this when I'm doing all the right things, right? I thought I was doing all these right things. And along came Taryn one day from Bible study, and her and I started talking. And that was actually right after my husband got ACL surgery as well. And he was in so much pain with his knee. And she started talking about our guts and how our guts are like our second brain. They're connected to everything in our body, and how everything functions properly. And she was telling us about how to have the proper and the high quality vitamins of probiotics and prebiotics, and how we want to weed, seed, and feed our guts, and telling me all this amazing info. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I've been waiting for. Literally have been looking for this and praying about this for so many years. And so I that night signed my whole entire family up, got everyone on the products, like kids products, my husband on all the products, me on all the products. I was like, let's go. I'm ready. So that was I've been on Plexus now for about 7 months. And Now I am feeling so much better. I am sleeping so much better. I have deep sleep. I don't wake up constantly in the middle of the night. Y'all, my migraines are gone. I have no more migraines at all. I literally do not wake up and like cringe. I'm not grumpy. I'm in the best mood all day. I don't crave coffee at all. I used to literally have like 2 to 3 cups a day with all the bad creamer in it, because I'm like, loving me all the creamer. Let's get some coconut in there, you know, all the good stuff. Literally could drink it out of the bottle because that's what I was craving. I don't want it at all anymore. I literally wake up and crave my Slim and my Active if I need it. And I take all of my vitamins with it, my X Factor, my Triplex, everything. I have no more bloating. All my inflammation has gone completely down. People have been like, what have you been doing? Your face looks so good. Your neck looks so good. And I'm like, dude, it's Plexus. It's amazing. Let me tell you about it. It's been so wonderful. My husband, oh my gosh, his knee, you guys, he has no more pain in his knee. Like literally went from ACL surgery where he was screaming in so much pain, was on all this pain medication. The doctors were saying that he cannot be on any more pain medication because it will tranquilize an elephant. And he still was in so much pain. They're like, we legally cannot give you anymore. I don't know what to tell you. And then he got on the E's and we had to work with schedule wise up and down a little bit, but like literally, he's on his knees all the time working on our house, and he very, very rarely has any pain. Like all his inflammation is gone. He's like, my knee, I feel like I'm young again. All the fun stuff. He signed up for a baseball league through our church and is like, I'm going to go play baseball. I'm going to play softball. I'm like, who are you? This is amazing. So he's feeling great with that. He also he used to have acid reflux really, really badly. It ran in his family. His brother and dad are actually on medication for acid reflux because it's so terrible. Since I've known my husband, he's never been able to eat an apple. He can't eat other certain foods like acidic foods, things like that, because he'll literally take a bite and like barf it back up, like hurling over the toilet, gross, nasty, like cannot handle it. It would just come right back up. And I was like, that's weird. And since being on all the products for about 7 months now, he literally had an apple. It was about a month ago. And I was like, this is such a victory. It's so amazing. He literally ate the whole entire apple, and I'm staring at him for like an hour. I'm like, are you going to barf? Are you okay? Are you going to barf? And nope, kept the whole thing down. And he was like, I can eat apples now. It's been amazing. Totally life-changing. My kids, oh my gosh, they wake up in the best moods. Like they wake up singing, they're happy. They go to bed happy, you guys. My son used to have really bad keratosis all over his face and his arms, which I believe is from like a gluten and a dairy intolerance. And that is all completely gone. Like he might have something pop up every now and again if he had too much dairy or gluten. And I just give him some extra ProBio and some BioCleanse in his vitamin drink, and it's completely gone the next day. Their pooping is regular, which is so amazing for me because my son used to have the worst stomach aches and used to complain about his tummy all the time. And I was like, maybe it's just this gluten and dairy intolerance, and maybe we're just going to have to eat this way for the rest of our lives. And I'm telling you, you don't. It's so amazing what this stuff can do for your kids. There was something else I was going to say about my kids. I'm sorry. I have notes, you guys. I've got on a tangent. Yeah, just like their sleep is better, skin is better, pooping's better. I guess I did mention it all. I was just on a total roll. So that's kind of our story and what's been happening with us. We have literally completely changed. Our moods have improved. We're literally happy every day. It's just wonderful. My kids love the taste of the products. It's super easy to take. I don't know what we would do without Plexus. I'm so grateful that Taryn came up and talked to us and introduced us, because this has literally been life-changing. We've been getting great paychecks. I've been able to pay for our products and have some extra left over for some fun, like extracurricular activities for us and the kids to do. And it's just been amazing being on this journey. So I'm excited to see where it takes us. And hopefully that was encouraging for anyone. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Courtney. And if you want to check the chat, there was a question for you. You can respond about the E's. And then next up is a very dear friend of mine, Julie. Julie, are you there? I know that she lives out in the country in Arkansas, so she may not have great service right now. Okay, Hannah, why don't you share a tiny bit and I'll see what's going on with Julie. Oh, wait, there she is.
You guys, 1 second, I'm coming.
Okay. Hannah, why don't you take it over and then we'll have Julie.
Emily, are you guys ready for me or no? Sorry,
Go
I
ahead,
just took
go
over
ahead.
baby gate.
Yeah, go ahead, Julie.
Guys, I'm definitely a mom with a and she doesn't always sleep great. She waits until it's my turn to talk to wake up. So here I am. Hopefully my service will catch back up. And it's probably not going to. It was working a minute ago. Emily, can you hear me? Can anybody hear me?
I hear you, but your picture is frozen. Okay, I think you're good now.
Okay.
Take a deep breath.
Yay. Okay. So
We all get it.
deep breath. Okay, so you guys, let me share a little bit about my story real quick. I've been on Plexus for about 5 months. I was super skeptical in the beginning, like a lot of people. I reached out to Emily. I wasn't quite ready to like leap of faith, waited and waited. Symptoms got worse. I was dealing with, stress, irritability, some anxiety, and it had only started getting worse. And I kind of waited until the point that I was like looking at just going to go see a doctor or maybe get on some medication, but definitely wanted to try something that was natural first. And so reached out to her and I think my first message was like, hey, I've seen this pink drink. What is it? And can it even benefit me? Like I didn't really know much, but I was also dealing with a lot of like pain and inflammation that was causing a lot of problems in my back. I was having like daily back spasms, muscle spasms. I was having dizziness, and it was like to the point where I was carrying like my newborn through the living room and felt like I couldn't even like make it to the couch to hand her off to my husband before I needed to sit down. Something I had been dealing with for years, but it had gotten so bad that it was like a daily problem. She was asking me like what my health goals were, and that was one that was at the bottom of the list because I had no idea and didn't think that Plexus could do anything for me and help me in that area. So I was kind of like, eye roll and told her like, yeah, sure, that'd be great if that was something that worked. So fast forward, and that was like daily pain. So fast forward like 5 months of using the product, and I've had a handful of my back has been in spasms, and that went from daily to a handful of days within 5 months. And so that's like incredible, something that I could have never like asked for or imagined. Stress and anxiety and irritability way down, like not snapping everybody's head off. Thank you, God. And I think everybody's happy about that too. But the biggest part that I think that stands out in my mind was that when I started Plexus, mind you, my little one was just 1 month old, and she's my second. So I was like having lots of like mom guilt in general. And I think the guilt just kind of like carried over to so many things. And so I felt guilty about buying a product and doing something that was actually good for myself.
Did she just disappear? There she is. Y'all, she's so sweet. She just has the worst service, but she's back. Here she is.
Y'all, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna just start where I think I left off. So anyways, I don't know where I left off. Was dealing with the anxiety is so much better. Yes, the mom guilt. Thank you so much. So I had the mom guilt so bad that it was like pouring over into other areas of my life. And I was feeling guilty about like spending money to do something that was good for my health. And so like I planned behind Emily's back I was going to just do it for a month and I was going to stop. So 2 weeks in, I could actually already tell that I was feeling a little bit better. And so I was like, I got to figure this out because I don't want to quit using it. And so like in my mind, I'm just like, well, and kind of knew that there was like an opportunity to share. She messaged me and said, do you want to share? And I said, no, absolutely not. And by the end of the next day, I messaged her back and I was like, hey, wait a minute, let's talk about this a little bit. And so anyways, I shared with like my mother-in-law first because I wanted to get her a good discount, and there was like a promotion. And so I did that. And maybe like a few weeks later, I think there was like 1 or 2 other people that saw me mixing my drink at work. So it started with that. And then I guess, was it my third month in, I hit silver, and then I went senior silver, which was extremely exciting. And everybody that I work with was talking about it and catching me in the halls, telling me about their progress. And it just like fueled my fire. And so I also like just have like this dream and this like prayer in my heart that I can be home with my kids more. I'm a therapist. I'm a mental health therapist, I have a full-time job. I got my full-time kids, and I do not have a minute to spare in my life, but I have figured out a way to share Plexus because it's making me happy. And it's exciting, and it's another way that I get to help people. And so I am working my way on up, sharing with people. I don't care if they buy from me or not. I just want to tell them about what's out there that actually could change their life, like it's been changing mine. So in a nutshell, there's my story. And I hope that you guys at least heard some of it with my service being so bad. But anyways, I'm going to sign off. Everybody have a blessed and good night, and I will talk to y'all later.
You're awesome, Julie. Yeah, her story. So I put this in the chat that she told me. She said, like, even if she were interested in the opportunity, she was literally the busiest person that she knew, and that there was no way she would be able to do it. But like she said, like her story and how she was seeing these changes. And she said, I'm a mental health professional, and I had no idea that like your melatonin is so deeply connected to your gut health, and just like fueled her in this passion. So anyways, Julie, thank you so much. Hannah is going to wrap us up for tonight.
Oh, that was so beautiful. I just love hearing the stories of where people have what this has done for them. And it's just so beautiful, and it's so inspiring. And I love how Emily mentioned when the call first started on how these products can address so many issues because it tackles those underlying root things that we struggle with: gut health, blood sugar balance, and inflammation. And so even like for my story, I started 4 years ago, and I still feel these benefits of energy and improved digestion, and I'm not craving the crap. Like it's awesome. And part of my story was boosted milk supply and a beautiful, wonderful third pregnancy with my kiddos. And I started out, I was a collegiate athlete. I ate well, I exercised, and I thought I was healthy. Like I wasn't anticipating any changes, and yet it has changed everything for us. And so I also get so passionate and excited for my family too. This opportunity is unlike anything else out there. I wasn't looking for anything to earn an income at home or have a business of any sorts, but God has put it on our heart, and we pursued it. We stepped into the unknown, and here, like the past year, you guys, we paid over $100,000 in extra student loan debt. Like jaw-dropping, humbling, insane, mind blown. That was like during pandemic, and it's like, what in the world? And so if that is something, a stirring on your heart or your mind, I want you to press into it. I want you to ask the questions. I want you to have the conversation. Don't let fear block you from blessings for your family, for the people that you know in your life, and knowing what this can do, and knowing that you are in the right place at the right time with the right company and products. Like it's awesome. So I hope you all are inspired, encouraged, excited, and like pumped up to step into all that Plexus has to offer you guys. Okay, we're going to sign off. Have a great night. Bye.